Is the geographical demand curve is a geographical representation of quantity demanded of a commodity and the price of a commodity, assuming that the other factors are held constant. A demand curve is derived from a demand schedule. A demand schedule refers to a tabular relationship between the price of a commodity and its quantity demanded. The above table shows that it shows a section of price of commodity X and quantity demanded. With the price of 1,100 units of commodity X are demanded, and at the price of 2,180 units of a commodity are demanded. This shows the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. This is what also the graph is explaining. We go to another subtopic. This is change in quantity demanded and change in demand. We are going to first begin with change in quantity demanded. A change in quantity demanded is brought about by change of price of commodity, other factors held constant. It is illustrated by the movement along the demand curve, i.e., it obeys the law of demand, and which says the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. As you see above the graph, the graph that is shown below, we have price 1, we have price 2. At price 2, the quantity demanded is quantity 2. That means the lower the price, the higher the quantity will be demanded. And the higher the price, the lower the quantity will be demanded. That is shown by price 1 and quantity 1. The demand curve is gently sloping from left to right. And as it's explained below, from the above diagram, at high price P1, the consumer will demand quantity Q1. When the price falls to P2, the consumer will demand more of the commodity Q2. Hence, the movement from A to B along the same demand curve shows the change in quantity demanded. We go to the next. Change in demand. What is change in demand? This occurs when there is a change in other factors that determine or influence the quantity demanded other than price of commodity. Such factors may include change in consumers' income, taste and preference, government policy, population, price of related goods. With this change of demand, we are talking about how other factors affect the demand of a commodity, excluding what? Price. So, as we continue, there's the graph that shows change in demand. Change in demand is shown by complete shift or total shift, either outside or inside the demand curve. As we see on the graph, the price is constant and the demand is being affected by other factors. At a constant price P naught, a change in other factors which affect the demand for a commodity, say income, shifts the demand curve to either D1 or D2, depending on the direction of the change in the factor. If the income reduces, the demand curve shifts from D0 to D2. Hence, the change reduces the demand for commodity from Q0 to Q2. However, the income increases, the derived curve shifts outward from Q0 to Q1, and this change increases the quantity demanded of a commodity. Alright, I'm going to talk about PX shows the price of a commodity, and quantity QTY, it is briefed like that. It shows the quantity of a commodity. Quantity naught or quantity with a 0, it shows the beginning price of the commodity and the beginning quantity demanded of a commodity. When the graph goes to the right of the right side of the graph, it shows an increase in the quantity demanded. When the graph goes to the left side of the graph, it shows a decrease in the quantity demanded. This is due to other factors. The demand curve refers to a total demand of commodity in a market over price as the price of at each price level of is given period of time. Here we are going to be shown different prices and how they are affected.